I remember Karen. She was a great student, just a great personality, and she took me for another psychology course, was involved in some of the clubs that I advised, and was a huge presence on campus when she was here.
Karen is always one that comes to mind, and she always brings a smile to my face and to my heart because she did whatever she did wide open.
And she got talkative. We went to Busch Gardens and she'd get in the children's, they had a huge playhouse. She bossed the children, and I realized she was bossy. She liked to boss the other children around in the playground. I realized one day she was going to do something.
I know from my perspective, when I was a candidate for Supervisor of Elections in 1996, Karen was 8 years old, and every time I was out on the campaign trail going door to door, she was with me right by my side. And at that time I was trying to qualify to get on the ballot by getting signatures, and I had to have over 3,000 signatures. And she was with me every step of the way through the campaign, going to all kinds of dinners or meetings or whatever. She was in her little business suit as an 8-year-old following me around everywhere.
When I first met her, she had really overcome a lot personally, I think. She had really struggled to get to where she was and be as confident as she was and to tackle everything the way that she does. And once she found herself and once she got that confidence, it became obvious that she was going to be very, very successful. She had just managed to find herself and find that area that she was good at and passionate about. And I really admire that in her.
She puts her mind to do anything. She's going to give it over 100% to make sure that it works out the way she would like for it to. And she does that anything with her schoolwork, her work, community service. That's just, she's dedicated to whatever project she's committed to.
To describe Karen's personality as a kindergartner would be energetic, active, spirited, kind, sweet, wanting to do the very best, wanting to please. She always had a very good support from her mom. Her mother was very involved in her education and all that went on at school with her.
She impacted people in a way that just made them excited about where they were. And as a teacher, you live for students like that, because if you're having a down day or the subject's not that interesting, you could always count on someone like her to engage the people around her.
Karen has stepped out to show that she has a passion for the area that she's working. And to work in the election environment, you have to have a passion and desire to be successful, complete, thorough, all of those pieces I think that she does very well at.
Karen has been super helpful to students at Gulf Coast State College, Community College. When she was here, she was extremely active as an SAB officer and planned events and activities with students on campus. She was forever trying to get more students involved, always a good thing. She wanted students to see that they had a role to play, that they could be involved, and that they should not simply sit on the sidelines, that they should feel included and that they are included. She's also extremely enthusiastic and intelligent and very engaging on a personal level. She has great interpersonal skills. But I'm going to say helpfulness. I think she would most like to know that her efforts mattered to people and benefited people in some way.
I really sincerely think that she will run for Supervisor of Elections someday, and she'll be an outstanding election official. She is incredibly capable, bright, and I hope that the qualities that she has, which are very high in ethical quality, she wants to do right by people, she wants to do the right thing. I hope there's a long future of that in our public service.
I know she was the light of my life, of course. You know, when she was born, her father was at the time had cancer, and they didn't know how long he was going to live. So I was very fortunate that he did live for like the first 8 months. But then when he passed away, Mom stepped in, and she was a huge part of helping me with her, because I was active duty Air Force, and so I didn't know. I was 26 years old. I didn't know what I was going to do active duty with a baby, but Karen was the bright spot, and I knew that no matter what challenges came up, that I had to keep going.
And I would give her an A and gets along well with others, or an S. But I think I'd have to give her an N and wait her turn to talk. Because she was, like I say, a little busy and out there and very eager. She was a very eager learner. So I would have to give her an N and wait her turn to talk, and sometimes in listening and following directions. But she was into self-discovery, maybe I can say, and was very ambitious in what she did. So she was just a delightful child, delightful student, and I'd have to put her on my honor roll.
She is a great candidate for Rising Star because it is a perfect example to our current students that, you know, it's not some distant future that you're going to be able to achieve and accomplish things that you're proud of. Karen was a 2008 graduate of Gulf Coast State College, like Gulf Coast Community College at the time. But just these short years later, she's on the senior management team at Leon County Supervisor of Elections Office. And that was a goal that she wanted, and she left here, went to UCF in Orlando, seeking that political science degree, and then went to Tallahassee because she knew she was interested in politics. And she didn't know for sure she was going to go to work right away and if she could find a job right away, but she ended up getting her job 10 days after graduation, went to work as a temporary worker in 2010, and made it to senior management within like 3 or 4 years. And so it's just it's that rising star that you can do whatever you set your mind to.
Karen has achieved a lot in a very short period of time. After leaving here and earning her bachelor's degree, she also earned a master's degree while working full-time and rising to a very responsible position in the Leon County Supervisor of Elections Office. She represents Gulf Coast State College so well. She's among the best that we've ever seen here as far as I'm concerned.
And I think Karen's just a born leader and has the people skills to get lots of people on board with whatever it is that she wants to do.